In this video, we shall find the root of a given equation by using Atkins delta square method. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video link with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Solve x square plus 2x minus 2 equal to 0 by using Atkins delta square method. Solution: let f of x equal to x square plus 2x minus 2 equal to 0. So whatever given equation is there, that one we consider as f of x. Now we substitute the value of x as f of 0. That means by substituting the value of x as 0, now f of 0 will be equal to minus 2. How we get minus 2? 0 square is 0 plus 2 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 will be minus 2. Therefore f of 0 is equal to minus 2, which is less than 0. And we find by writing x equal to 1, that is f of 1 is equal to 1. How we get 1 square? 1 square is 1 plus 2 into 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So it is greater than 0. So f of 0 is minus 2, which is less than 0, and f of 1 is 1, which is greater than 0. That means what? According to the fundamental property of the root always lies between the negative and the positive value of an f of x. That means if a and b are the existing two values such that f of a and f of b are of opposite signs, then there exists at least one real root between in the interval a comma b. Thus, a root lies between 0 and 1 because f of 0 and f of 1 are of opposite signs. Thus, a real root lies between 0 and 1. Let us take the initial approximation of the root be x naught is equal to 0.7. This is the assumption we are making, and we are starting with the initial guess as x naught is equal to 0.7. Now, consider x square plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0, which is the question which has been given. The given equation can be written as 2x minus 2 is equal to minus x square. That is x square taking to the right hand side. 2x minus 2 will be equal to minus x square. Because it is a plus x square, when it is taken to the other side, it becomes minus. Then you can observe on the left side 2 is common, therefore we can write 2 into x minus 1 is equal to minus x square. Now divide both sides by 2, then it will be x minus 2 is equal to minus x square by 2. Then we can write x is equal to 1 plus x square, 1 minus x square by 2, because x minus 1 is there, so minus 1 when it is taken to the other side it becomes plus 1. So minus 1 we are taking to the right hand side of an equation, therefore x is equal to 1 minus x square by 2. So this is the equation which we have got by considering the given equation x square plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. That x square plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0 we have considered as f of x, and the equation which we have written from that equation, that is x is equal to 1 minus x square by 2, we consider that as g of x. That is, let g of x is equal to 1 minus x square by 2. G dash of x is equal to minus x. G dash of x is nothing but the differentiation of g of x with respect to x. So differentiation formula you know, differentiation of x to the power n divided by dx will be equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. Differentiation of x to the power n divided by dx is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. That is differentiation of x to the power n with respect to x equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. So here 1, it is a constant, differentiation of a constant is 0, minus x square by 2 is there, take minus 1 by 2 which is a constant outside, so minus 1 by 2 we keep it outside, and differentiation of x square will be 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, therefore it will be 2x. So minus 1 by 2 into 2x, 2 and 2 cancel, the remaining will be minus x. Therefore g dash of x equal to minus x, and modulus of g dash of x naught equal to modulus of minus 0.7, which is less than 1. So x naught value which we have considered as a 0.7, and that one g dash of x naught will be equal to what? Minus 0.7. That is the substituting the value of x as minus 0.7. So minus 0.7 is less than 1. We have the iterative formula, and that iterative formula is xn plus 1 is equal to g of xn. The iterative formula is xn plus 1 is equal to g of xn. What is g of x? G of x is 1 minus x square by 2, which you can see in the below, which I have written g of x is equal to 1 minus x square by 2. So now when n equal to 0, we have x1 equal to g of x naught equal to g of 0.7 equal to 1 minus 0.7 square divided by 2 equal to 0.755. So n equal to 0. 0 plus 1 will be 1. Therefore x1 is equal to g of x naught. G of x naught. G of xn. N is 0. Therefore g of x naught. That is g of 0.7. Because we have considered the x naught value, that is the initial guess, as 0.7. Therefore substituting x in g of x as 0.7, it will be 1 minus 0.7 square divided by 2. So while simplifying, you need to write 1 minus, after that open the bracket, 0.7 square divided by 2, close the bracket, and it will give the answer, and that answer we are considering up to 3 significant digit, and it is 0.755. 0.755. The next, calculate x2. That means by putting n is equal to 1. So xn plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 will be 2. Therefore it will be x2 will be equal to g of x1 equal to g of, which we have calculated, 0.755 equal to 1 minus 0.755 square divided by 2, and it is equal to 0.715. So which we have just calculated, x1 value is 0.755. Now substituting the x value in g of x, we get x2 value is equal to 0.715. So these two we have calculated by using an iterative formula. Now to find x3, we shall use Atkins delta square formula. To find x3, we shall use the Atkins formula, and that formula is x3n equal to x3n minus 1 minus delta x3n minus 2 divided whole square divided by delta square x x3n minus 3. Atkins formula is x3n is equal to x3n minus 1 minus delta x3n minus 2 whole square divided by delta square of x3n minus 3. Delta x is the first differentiation, whereas delta square x is the second differentiation, which we shall calculate. Draw the table and consider the columns as x, delta square x. X values is nothing but x0, x1 and x2. Write them one by one with one gap line. That means one line gap. So first initially x0 equal to 0.7, which we have taken as the initial guess, that is which we have assumed, and x1 we have calculated by using an iterative formula. So x1 equal to 0.755. So leave one line gap between x0 and x1. The next leave one line gap and then write x2 equal to 0.715. This one we have got by using iterative formula. So x0, x1, x2. Write in the first column. The next delta x column. So first we need to find delta x0. So delta x0 is equal to x1 minus x0. x1 minus x0. So in the second column, while writing, write in between of x0 and x1 in the second column. That is in this way. Delta x0 equal to 0.055. How we get x1 minus x0? 0.755 minus 0.7. This will be equal to 0.055. The next delta x1, and it will be equal to x2 minus x1. So x2 is 0.715 minus x1 is 0.755. Therefore delta x1 is equal to minus 0.04. So write in the middle of x2 and x1 in the second column of delta x, in the same way how I have written here. That means this indicates that delta x0 is obtained by using x1 and x0, and delta x1 we have got by using x2 and x1, because delta x0 is equal to x1 minus x0 and delta x1 is equal to x2 minus x1. The next is the delta square x. So delta square x will be equal to delta x1 minus delta x0. So delta x1 is minus 0.04 and delta x0 is minus 0.055. Therefore delta square x is equal to minus 0.04 minus 0.055, and it is equal to minus 0.095 minus 0.095. Now by putting n equal to 1, where in Atkins formula x3n equal to x3n minus 1 minus delta x3n minus 2 whole square divided by delta square x3n minus 3. So this is the Atkins formula. In this Atkins formula, put n equal to 1. So 3n, that is 3 into 1 will be 3. That is x3 equal to x3n minus 1. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus 1, it will be equal to 2. Therefore it will be x2. That is x3 equal to x2 minus delta x3n minus 2. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So it will be delta x1 whole square divided by delta square x3 into 1 is 3 minus 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. Therefore it will be delta square x naught. Therefore what we can write? x3 equal to x2 minus delta x1 whole square divided by delta square x naught. And from where we get these values? These values are present in the above table. So using the above table, write down the values in that equation and simplify it. Therefore what we can write? x3 equal to x2 value is 0.715 minus delta x1 is minus 0.04 whole square divided by delta square x naught, which is minus 0.095. Therefore we can write x3 equal to x2 minus delta x1 whole square divided by delta square x naught equal to 0.715 minus within the bracket minus 0.04 whole square divided by minus 0.095. So simplify this one by using a calculator. In the calculator, write this one as 0.715 minus within the bracket double bracket minus 0.04 whole square, close the bracket, then again write divided by open the bracket minus 0.095, close the bracket, again close the bracket, and this will give the answer, and that answer is x3 equal to 0.715. Sorry, x3 is not 0.715, it is 0.732. x3 is equal to 0.732. Now again by using the iterative formula, that is a g of x is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by x square, that formula we shall use and calculate x4 and x5. So first x4 equal to g of 0.732 equal to 1 minus 0.732 whole square divided by 2. It is equal to 0.732. That is x4 is equal to g of x3. That is g of 0.732 equal to 1 minus 0.732 whole square divided by 2 equal to 0.732. The next similarly we shall calculate x4 and we also get the same value, that is 0.732, as you can observe with the x4 value. Therefore x5 equal to g of x4, that is g of 0.732 equal to 1 minus 0.732 whole square divided by 2 equal to 0.732. So while calculating, how you need to write? In the calculator, 1 minus open the bracket 0.732 square divided by 2, close the bracket, and you can observe x3, x4 and x5 all are the same value, 0.732. Now consider the table, that is by writing the values of x, delta x square. So x3 is 0.732 and x4 0.732, x5 is also 0.732. Now delta x, that is the delta x3 will be equal to what? x4 minus x3, and it will be equal to 0. Then delta x4 will be equal to x5 minus x4, it will be equal to 0. And delta square x, that is delta x4 minus delta x3, it will be equal to 0. And observe how to write in the table. You need to write in the same manner in the table while writing in the book, also in the examination. That is delta x3 should come in between x4 and x3 in the next column. Similarly delta x1 has to come in between x4 and x3 in the next column, and there should be one line gap between x3, x4 and x5. Now x3n equal to x3n minus 1 minus delta x3n minus 2 whole square divided by delta square x3n minus 3. It is what? Atkins formula. So in this formula we shall write n equal to 2. It is by putting n equal to 2. So when we write n equal to 2, x3n, 3 into 2, that is it will be 6. x6 equal to x3n minus 1, that is 6 minus 1, 5. It will be x5 minus delta x3n minus 2. So 6 minus 2, 4. Delta x4 square divided by delta square 6 minus 3 will be equal to 3, that is delta x3. Therefore x6 is equal to x5 minus delta x to the power 4 square divided by delta square x3. x5 minus delta x4 whole square divided by delta square x3. So we get the values of x5, x4 and x3 from the above table. Substitute those values. So it will be equal to 0.732 minus 0 square divided by 0. So upon evaluation, so 0 square is 0 divided by 0. 0 divided by 0 will be 0. So 0.732 minus 0 is 0.732. Therefore x6 equal to 0.732. Therefore the required root is 0.732 by using Atkins delta square method. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video link with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world.